Harness racing, providing the thrill of victory and fun for the whole family. With Standardbred racehorses, you can be a hands-on owner. Whether jogging and training your horse in preparation for racing, driving them in races as an amateur driver, or retraining them for a life off the track. The United States Trotting Association is the breed registry for the Standardbred horse and the record-keeping entity for harness racing. Standardbreds can trace their lineage back hundreds of years and include Thoroughbred, Morgan, and Hackney bloodlines. Hambletonian 10, foaled in 1849, is considered the foundation sire of the Standardbred. He is the namesake for the sport's premier trotting race held annually on the first Saturday in August.
Marin Marauder and Southwind Frank, they hit the line together.
There are two types of Standardbreds, trotters and pacers. Trotters have the well-known diagonal two-beat gait and make up approximately 32% of today's racehorses. Pacers have a two-beat lateral gait where both legs on the side of the body move in unison. Pacers wear hobbles, which is a gentle reminder to keep them on gait while going at top speeds of 32.5 miles an hour. This past year, nearly 22,000 horses raced at the 33 parimutuel and 185 county fair venues that host harness racing in the United States. Harness racing is also very popular in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, France, Sweden, and Italy. Countries like Ireland, Norway, Belgium, Spain, Russia, Denmark, and many others host harness racing. The international flair is felt during the many Grand Circuit races that are held across the country, especially at the Red Mile in Lexington, Kentucky, as well as the yearling sales there and in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Horses are imported and exported based on their racing and breeding history, and some stallions shuttle between North America and Australia since our breeding seasons are at opposite times of the year. Some of the top trainers in the sport have come to the United States to compete from Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. Two of the United States' current top 10 trainers, Jimmy Takter and Åke Svanstedt, are natives of Sweden. The breeding farms that raise the next generation of Standardbreds are also involved in agricultural production and provide much-needed green space. Prolific breeding farms are based in New York, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, and New Jersey. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame in Goshen, New York has interactive displays and is a must-see for any harness racing fan. The museum sits at the top of the stretch of the famous Goshen Historic Track, which has year-round training and a great fair-like atmosphere during the 4th of July weekend. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation provides day and week-long camps for kids to experience the thrill of driving horses and being active in the barn. Camps are held from Iowa to New Jersey and use trotting breds, which are up to 15/16 Standardbred. Once a Standardbred is done racing, or if they were never fast enough to be competitive, there are great organizations out there to transition horses to a life of riding and pleasure driving. Standardbreds excel in disciplines such as endurance riding and both English and Western disciplines. There are horse shows specifically for Standardbreds, as well as Standardbred classes at open shows. The USTA has partnered with various discipline organizations to offer year-end breed awards for competing Standardbreds. Whether you want to drive your own horse or experience it in the grandstand with friends and family while you cheer your horse to the finish line, you can be involved in harness racing. Standing in the winner's circle used to be a pipe dream for most people, and with over $400 million in purses available, there has never been a better time to be involved. Ownership partnerships are forming daily. It is also an exciting time to acquire an off-the-track Standardbred for whatever discipline you are interested in. There is a right horse for every person, and we believe a Standardbred could be yours. For more information about Standardbreds and harness racing, check out the USTA, Harness Racing Museum, and Harness Horse Youth Foundation websites. We hope your experience with Standardbreds are winning ones.